So dear students, I Rakesh Jain from Suresh Gyambiar University. Today I am going to teach you how to perform the practical of metal oxide semiconductor field effect transistor, that is MOSFET, on kit. So see, first of all, the MOSFET is a semiconductor device, which means metal oxide semiconductor field effect transistor. Here we use the word metal because aluminum metallization is used for its construction. Here we use oxide because silicon dioxide layer, which act as a perfect insulator, will be used in the construction. Semiconductor because P and N semiconductors are held together to construct, because it is a semiconductor device. And field effect transistor, what is the meaning of field effect transistor? When the output current is controlled by input voltage, that is known as field effect transistor. Here the meaning of field effect is the applied input voltage. So basically the MOSFET are of two types. One is basically the MOSFETs are of two types. One is depletion type and the second one is enhancement type. One is depletion type and second one is enhancement type. The meaning of depletion is what? The meaning of depletion MOSFET is also known as DE MOSFET, depletion enhancement MOSFET. And the second MOSFET, enhancement MOSFET, is also known as enhancement only, that is E only MOSFET. The meaning of depletion and enhancement is that when the output current decreases or due to input voltage, that is depletion. When the output current increases due to applied input voltage, that is enhancement. So in a type of MOSFET in which the output current is decreases as well as increases due to the applied input voltage, that is known as D MOSFET. And the second one, enhancement only MOSFET. In that MOSFET only the output current increases due to the applied input voltage but not decreases. So both the MOSFET are of two types. One is P type and one is N type. One is P type and one is N type. Similarly, enhancement only MOSFET is also of two types. One is P type enhancement only MOSFET and the second one is N type enhancement only MOSFET. Here we are going to do the practical of N channel depletion enhancement MOSFET practical. So N channel MOSFET practical we can say. First of all, the symbol of N channel MOSFET consists of three terminal. One is the drain, then the second terminal is source and the middle terminal is gate. When the arrow is towards input side, like this one, this is towards input side, then this is known as N channel. If it is externally, then that is known as P channel MOSFET. So now to do the practical, what we have to do? First of all, in between this gate and source terminal, we connect a battery. That is known as VGG. We connect in between drain and source terminal, we connect a battery, that is VDD. Okay. Now to find out the voltage between gate and source, we connect a voltmeter. So that will show you the reading of gate to source voltage, VGS. And here also a voltmeter is connected in between drain and source, and it will show you the voltage of drain to source voltage, that is VDS. And here we connect with the help of a resistance, we can say RD, any resistance, because it is connected with the drain terminal, so RD resistance we can say, or we can say RS, R1, R2, anything. And here we connect a multimeter, or we can connect a ammeter to find out the reading, and it will show you the reading in milliampere. Okay, so with those connections we have to find out the characteristics of MOSFET. So actually the characteristics of MOSFET will comes when we will draw the characteristics between drain current and gate to source voltage. And the second characteristics, when we draw the characteristics between drain current and drain to source voltage, that is known as output characteristics, and this one is known as transfer characteristics. Okay, during the time of drain to source, gate to source, drain current and gate to source voltage, we keep voltage VDS constant, and during the time of drain current versus drain to source voltage characteristics, we keep VGS constant. So when we will do this, definitely, as we discussed in lectures also, we will find out the characteristics will be like this one. This one is the ideal characteristics between when we will see the characteristics between VGS and ID. This is VGS, okay, this is VGS, okay. So VGS versus ID, then we will see that first the gate to source voltage increase, but the drain current will be 0, and then the both will be increased. So this characteristic will be looks like this one. We will just see during the time of practical, and when we will find out the output characteristics, that is between drain current and drain to source voltage, we will see that first both will be increases, okay, and then after this drain current will be constant, and we will find out the characteristic like this one. Okay, now we will see how to do the practical. Now see, as according to this diagram, now this is my kit, this is my gate terminal, this is a drain terminal, and this is source terminal. This is a battery, this is a voltmeter, this is current meter, that is ammeter, and this is also a voltmeter, and this is my battery. We can say potentiometer is connected internally with the battery. So these are plus and minus terminal of that, and these are minus and plus terminal of a battery of 25. So first of all, how to do the connections? Just because we want that this gate is connected, this gate terminal should be connected with the battery plus. So this gate terminal we can directly connect it with this plus. Otherwise, because battery is internally connected, so we just connect this dash line, so that this gate will be shorted with this terminal, which internally shorted with this terminal. Okay, now this battery positive connected with the positive of the battery positive should be connected with the voltmeter positive. So see, this one is a voltmeter, so we connected with positive terminal. And to find out the negative, so see, negative terminal connected with the negative terminal. Okay, now at the output side, see, this battery which is internally connected VDS. So here we connect a battery, this battery with the voltmeter. So this plus should be connected with the plus of that voltmeter, and this minus should be connected with the minus of that voltmeter. Now to connect this milliampere, that is the resistance is connected, but this drain terminal is connected first with the resistance. So see, the drain terminal here dash means it is not internally connected with the resistance. So we connect a wire in between dash line to short them. Okay. Now this resistance is connected with the drain terminal. Now after this resistance, we have to connect a multimeter as a ammeter, or we can say any ammeter. First with the negative and then with the positive sign. So this terminal will be connected with the negative terminal of milliampere, and this plus will be connected with the positive terminal of milliampere. Now see, so this will act as input battery, this one VGG. With the help of this variable potentiometer, we will move the voltage of external battery VDD, and this voltmeter will, because it is connected with in between gate and source, so it will show you the reading of gate to source voltage, and this voltmeter will show you the result of drain to source voltage, and this will show you gate to source voltage, and this milliampere show you the drain current. Okay, now first we will find out the drain to gate to source voltage, the characteristics between drain current and gate to source voltage. So see, the first characteristic, drain versus gate to source voltage. So first we should minimize these buttons, and we just switch on the kit. Okay, now first of all, set VDS at a particular value. Set VDS at any value. So let's suppose I set it at 10 volt. Okay, now see, Now see here in between 0 to 5, in 0 to 1, 10 lines are there. So each minimum line is a 0.1 volt. Here for VDS 0 in between 0 to 5 there are 10 lines. It means each line of 0.5 volt. For this milliampere, during the time of input side we should keep at 5 milliampere and we should take 0 to 1 the upper value. So in between 0 to 1 10 lines are there. So 0.1 is each reading. And during the time of output we will keep it at 25 milliampere and then we will take the reading of lower side. So in between 0 to 5 there are 10 lines, so each line of 0.5. So first, because we are going to do the input characteristics, that is also known as transfer characteristics. That is also known as transfer characteristics. To find out the transfer characteristics, we should draw a characteristics between drain current and gate to source voltage. So see, first we should keep it as 5 milliampere, set the drain to source voltage at 10 volt, any voltage you can set. Okay, now see the characteristics. This is serial number, this is your gate to source voltage, and this is your drain current. We will just check fastly the readings so that we will. So at the first 0 to 0, because both are 0 0. Now see, I just increase a little bit. So 5 lines are there, so it will be 0.5 volt. But current is still 0. But the current is still 0. Now see the next reading. Now see, this one is at 1, but this one is still 0. So VGS is 1 volt, but drain current is still 0. Now see the fourth reading. Now see, it is 1.5 volt, but still this is 0 milliampere. Now see the next reading. Now to draw the characteristics fastly, I use the higher values. Okay, now see, till 1.5 there is 0 ampere current. Now I will increase again. So see, when I go to 3 volt, the current will be increases, it will be at 7. So it means each line of 0.1, so that is 0.7 milliampere. 0.7 milliampere. Okay, now see the next reading. It is 3.5. Now the current is also increases. So it is at 3.5 volt and it will be 2 point, and at second line, so 0.1, so 2.2 milliampere. Now see the next reading. It is at 4 volt. It is at 4 volt and the current is third line to 4, that is 0.1, so that is 0.3, that is 0.3, so 4.3 milliampere. So we see that. So let we draw the characteristics. Now see, so first switch off this one. So input transfer characteristics is over. Now just see this one. So we just roughly I draw the diagram. So a drain current, so this one is drain current and this one is gate to source voltage. So 0 to 0. So gate to source voltage is 0 and drain current is also 0. Now the 0.5, so let's suppose this is 0.5 but drain current is still 0. Now 1, so let's suppose this is VGS value is 1 but drain current is still 0. 1.5, so let drain current, this one is 1 but still this is 1.5 but still the drain current is 0. Now when the it is 3, when it is 3, so just let's suppose this is 3, so still now the current is 0.7 milliampere. So let's suppose this one is 0.7, so we will find out a point here, Now at 3.5 it is 2.2, so let's suppose this is this is 3.5, so here we find 2.2, so it may be equal to this one. Then the last one is 4 to 1, so this one is 4 volt and it is 4.3, so it will be, so definitely the graph will be looks like these are the points which I find. So I find practically this one. So actually I find this which is equal to ideal characteristics. So perfectly we draw the transfer characteristics. Now we are going to do the output characteristics. So for the output characteristics, no other connections should be required. We just keep the input side voltage VGS constant and draw the characteristics between drain current and drain to source voltage. So now just see, here I keep for the output characteristics, I keep VGS constant. So let's suppose I for this I keep VGS at for example 5 volt. Let's suppose I constant 5 volt. I fix it at 5 volt. Okay. Now I am going to draw the characteristics. Okay. So this is my VDS and this is my ID. So during the time of output characteristics, I should keep this value at 25 milliampere. Now see, and we will scale measure with the lower scale of this milliampere. Now see the characteristic. At the zero first case, both are 0 0. This one is ID and this one is VDS. Now the second reading. Now it is at 5 and it is at 5. We can say it is at 4 and it is at 4. Okay. So now both are at 5. Both are at 5. Okay. So this one is, because 0 to 5 there are 10 values, so each one is of 0.5 and here also 0 to 5. Okay, so 0.5 multiplied by 5, that is 2.5 volt, and here this one is 2.5 milliampere, no problem. Then the third case is this one. Now see, both are at equal point, so this one is 5, this one is also 5, so both are increases, both are continuously increasing. Now see, one more reading. So this one is 10, this one is also 10. So at 10 volt, that is 10 milliampere. Now see the next reading. This one is VDS, this one is ID. Now see the next reading. Now see very carefully. This will increase to 15. This will increase to 15. Okay, any middle value we can take. So see this one. In between 10 and 15, 5 lines are there. So each line 0.5 multiplied by 5. So 12.5. At 12.5 volt, still the drain current is 10 milliampere. At 15 volt, still the drain current is, now this will be increased. This will be increased. But here, see, the current is not increases. So again, current is 10. Now one more reading. Here, see, the voltage is at 20 volt. But the current is still 10. Okay, and at last reading, the voltage is increases to 25, still the current is 10, still the current is 10. So now see, so we are going to draw the characteristics. So here is the drain current, here is the drain to source voltage, so at 0 to 0. Now see the reading at 2.5 volt. So let's suppose this is 2.5 volt. First I mark the really, this is 5, this is let's suppose 10 volt, this is 12.5, let's suppose here that is 12.5. Okay, see, this one is my 15, this one is my 20 and this one is my 20. Now see, at 0 to 0, so this one is first point. At 2.5 the current will be 2.5. So let's suppose these are 2 points, so this one is 2.5. Okay, 5 to 5, so let this is 5, so let this is 5. Okay, then at 10 to 10, no problem, 10 to 10, let's suppose this one. Now at 12.5 still 10, at 15 still 10 milliampere, at 20 volt still 10 milliampere, and at 25 still 10 milliampere. So when we will draw the graph, it will looks like first increase and then constant, and see the ideal case, it is exactly equal to that ideal case. So this is the practical of MOSFET characteristics. MOSFET characteristics means the characteristics of transfer characteristics and the characteristics of output. So the transfer characteristics is drawn between ID and VGS, and the output characteristics is drawn between ID and VDS. So thank you very much.